What if I told you that your DNA isn't the master of your destiny, and the whole idea of natural talent might be holding you back? This discovery shook my understanding of human potential to the core. Picture two identical twins, raised in the same home, with the same genes. By age 25, one becomes a successful entrepreneur while the other struggles to hold down a job. How is this possible? In Chapter 18 of Atomic Habits, James Clear unveils the surprising science behind talent and reveals why your genes aren't the life sentence you might think they are. You'll discover how Olympic athletes have defied their natural abilities, why some people learn faster than others, and the hidden force that's more powerful than genetic potential. What you'll learn in this video will completely transform how you view your own capabilities. We'll explore the four-step framework that helps anyone develop expertise, regardless of their starting point, and the counterintuitive truth about why being naturally talented can actually be a disadvantage. Stick around until the end, because I'll share a mind-blowing study that proves how anyone can develop world-class skills in their chosen field, and yes, that includes you. Plus, you won't want to miss the simple daily practice that top performers use to outsmart their genetic limitations. Welcome to Book Summary, where you can unlock the power of books in minutes, not months. Get the key insights, chapter by chapter, and start learning smarter, not harder. Let's begin. The age-old debate of nature versus nurture takes center stage in this fascinating chapter, where James Clear challenges our traditional understanding of talent and genetic potential. Clear begins by addressing a common misconception, that our genes determine our destiny. While he acknowledges that genetics play a role in our lives, he argues that they're more like a suggestion rather than a command. Think about Michael Phelps, often cited as someone born to swim with his unique body proportions and extraordinary lung capacity. However, Clear points out that even Phelps's genetic advantages would have meant nothing without his rigorous training routine and the habits he developed over years. He trained for 5 years straight without missing a single day, even on holidays. This exemplifies Clear's point that genes don't determine your destiny. They determine your areas of opportunity. Clear introduces an interesting concept he calls the Goldilocks Rule in relation to talent development. This rule suggests that humans experience peak motivation when working on tasks that are right on the edge of their current abilities, not too hard, not too easy, but just right. He shares the story of a chess master who found that students who faced slightly more challenging opponents consistently improved faster than those who played against much stronger or weaker players. The author dismantles another common myth, the idea of overnight success. He uses the example of the Beatles, who weren't just naturally talented musicians who got lucky. Before their breakthrough, they performed over 1,200 times in Hamburg, Germany, often playing 8-hour shows. This extensive practice period was crucial in developing their skills and signature sound. The key takeaway here is that what we often perceive as natural talent is usually the result of years of deliberate, consistent practice. Clear emphasizes that our genes might determine our baseline abilities, but our habits determine our ceiling. He shares research showing that even individuals with genetic disadvantages in certain areas can outperform those with favorable genes through consistent practice and better habits. For instance, he mentions a study of world-class sprinters, where some athletes with average, genetic markers for speed achieved exceptional results through optimal training methods and consistent practice. The chapter introduces the concept of tangential learning, the idea that we're more likely to develop talents in areas we naturally enjoy. If you have slightly longer legs, you might find running a bit easier and therefore more enjoyable, making you more likely to practice and develop that skill. However, Clear stresses that this initial advantage is just a starting point. The real determining factor is not the genetic advantage, but the habits you build around it. One of the most powerful insights from this chapter is Clear's explanation of the feedback loop between natural ability and habit formation. When we have a slight natural advantage in an area, we're more likely to enjoy it and practice more, which leads to better performance, which increases our enjoyment further. This creates a positive spiral of improvement. However, Clear emphasizes that anyone can create this feedback loop in any area through deliberate practice and consistent habits. The author provides practical advice for readers looking to develop their talents. He suggests focusing on habit stacking, building new habits on top of existing ones, and emphasizes the importance of making practice sessions deliberate and focused rather than mindless repetition. Clear uses the example of a basketball player who doesn't just shoot hoops randomly but practices specific shots from specific positions with specific goals. The chapter concludes with an empowering message. While we can't choose our genes, we can choose our habits. Clear argues that the question shouldn't be, what am I good at? But rather, what am I willing to work at consistently? He shares stories of individuals who achieved remarkable success in fields where they initially showed no natural talent, simply through consistent practice and good habits. The key takeaways from this chapter include understanding that genes suggest but don't determine, the crucial role of deliberate practice in developing talent, the importance of consistency over natural ability, and the power of proper habit formation and skill development. Clear emphasizes that talent is not a fixed trait but rather a fluid combination of genetic potential and, more importantly, the habits we develop to maximize whatever starting point we have. This chapter fundamentally challenges our understanding of talent and success, suggesting that our habits are far more important than our genetic makeup in determining our ultimate achievements. It's a powerful reminder that while we can't control the cards we're dealt, we have complete control over how we play them through our daily habits and practices. Before you go, take a moment to reflect. What talent have you been holding back on because you thought you weren't naturally gifted? Let me know in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to start their own journey. If you found value in understanding how talent really works, you're going to love what's coming next. In Chapter 19, James Clear dives into something even more fascinating, the hidden secret of the plateau, and why some people break through while others get stuck. Want to know why you sometimes hit a wall in your progress, and more importantly, how to break through it? Click right here to watch that video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to join our journey through atomic habits. Each chapter brings us closer to mastering the science of personal transformation. Thank you for spending time with me today. Remember, your genes might deal the cards, but your habits decide how you play them. See you in the next video.